Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, you know how it's going? It's going in the aftermath of falls. Yeah, falling is never any fun for anyone. Well, I take that back because sure as I say that, so somebody will come along and say how much they love falling. But generally speaking, most people hate falling because it's not actually the fall that's the big problem. It's that sudden stop at the end when you hit the ground. Yeah, that sucker hurts a lot. And in the course of my adventures, there have been 3 falls. The first one happened the day I got out of the hospital. We all drove up to my house in Arkansas and went there to pick up some things with the idea of coming back another time to get other things and whatnot. And in the course of doing things, I was standing there with a pair of crutches and had the mistaken idea that I could actually use them and ended up falling. And the wounded leg, the amputated stump, hit straight on. And that hurt. That hurt worth a whole lot of, shall we say, very expressive cursing. At least that's what was going through my mind. I don't think I voiced too much of it, although I did voice a good bunch. But yeah, not overly a big deal. Got over it, dealt with it, didn't tear anything loose in the stitches and so on. Then a few days later, there was another fall. I was using the walker to sort of hop walk. You know, I don't know why they call it a walker because I don't walk with it, a hop. You know, position the thing a little bit ahead and hop to that position. And anyway, so I'm going to call it a hopper from now on. It's a hopper. And not a Minecraft hopper either. But anyway, I was hopping along, ambulating across the room very nicely. And then one leg of it caught a rug thrown over the carpet. Didn't even realize it was a big deal because it'd been there a long time. It's just, that was part of things. And one leg of the walker caught on that thing. And before I know it, I'm on the floor, landing on it. And you see, one thing about this sucker is that handedness, you know, whether you're right-handed or left-handed or whatever, that applies to your legs too, you know. It does. And so when you're falling, what's the first leg? If you're a right-legged person, for example, like I am, you know, I go to move, take a step, whatever, my right leg is going to go first 99% of the time. And if I'm falling and I try to catch myself, my right leg is what I'm going to use to try to catch myself with. Automatically, without even thinking about it. My right leg is what caught on this fall. And again, it hurt really bad. But again, no overly big deal. And as far as doing stuff and moving around and hopper walking and all the rest of that stuff, I have been following what the physical therapist people have been telling me to do. You know, stand up several times a day with the walker. Walk a little bit here and there with the walker. You know, or hop with the hopper, whatever. And that's what I was doing. Now, yesterday, or actually the day before yesterday in the evening, I was doing precisely that. My plan in the process, and there was a plan, was to start from the wheelchair, stand up with the walker, move ahead about 5 feet, wait for the wheelchair to be brought up behind me so that I could sit back down, and then back up and repeat that. That's what my plan was. I got almost three steps with the walker. And it started feeling shaky. And my balance went to it completely went. And I landed again. This time I did manage to twist around so that I landed on my butt, but I hit my leg somewhere along the line. And this was after the stitches had been removed. And now it's open. And by open, I mean it's open. In a very not great way. And for the more morbid among the viewers, no, I'm not going to show it. It's bad. We ended up at another trip to the emergency room. It's treated, taken care of, wrapped up. It cannot be restitched, so restitching it up is not going to happen. And it's just a matter of it's going to have to be bandaged up a little more bandaged up, and so on, until it grows over, and it will over time. And yeah. So that has made me decide that walking activities are going to be severely limited. Any kind of standing or walking, ambulating around, minus the chair, is going to be severely restricted, because I do not wish any further injury, and I darn sure do not wish any further falling, because that hurts. Well, I'll tell you what, it'll make a preacher cuts up a storm, I guarantee it. Anyway, that's what's going on now. And like I said, this means that my computer is out of reach for a while. And as much as I hate this, and trust me, there is no one on this planet that hates this more than me. There is no one on this planet that wants me to get back to making game videos and stuff and playing games all day more than I do. Nobody wants this more than me. But as much as I hate sitting around here on my backside, my very sore backside from sitting all the time, is as much as I hate that, I hate the idea of further injury, especially further injury that could necessarily cause a doctor to decide that they need to move up the leg and take more off. Not interested in that. Not playing games with stuff. So as much as I don't want to wait more, it's necessary. And believe me, I don't want to wait more. Anywho, that's what's going on right now. And as you can imagine, it has been very difficult for me to maintain a positive attitude, or to re-achieve a positive attitude, because ever since that last fall happened, my attitude has been all the way down in the toilet. And I'm only just now getting it pulled back out, thanks to some help from a friend and help from my sister and all that. And it's good to have friends and family around, especially with something like this, because you imagine going through something like this alone. Talk about Toiletville. Yeah. Anyway, I am now at 9 minutes according to the time counter on the video. So my effort to prevent 10-minute things is rapidly rolling and screaming into a toilet bowl of its own. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.